you have 3 crayons that are your primary colors: yellow, blue, and red. We're going to put all of our crayons to the side, and you're only going to use 2 at a time. The first 2 colors you're going to need are red and yellow. We're taking our yellow crayon first, and we're just going to color in one section of the pumpkin. A section is a part of the pumpkin. It looks like a long circle or an oval. We're taking our yellow crayon and we're coloring in this first oval. Pushing down kind of hard with my crayon. I'm using it to do lawnmower coloring. Remember, lawnmower coloring is when you are coloring in the whole white space. You are not leaving any parts uncolored. You're going back and forth, making sure that it's all covered with the pigment or color from the crayon. If your arm gets tired, take a little break. You can see I keep wiping away the surface of my paper. That's to get any little pieces of the crayon that have come off of the big crayon, to get them off of my paper so that I have a nice clean work surface. Sometimes you might need to peel your crayon. Whenever you see that it's getting down to the paper and it's getting harder to color, you just take a little bit of the corner and start to peel it off. Back to coloring. I'm taking my time and going slow around the edges, and then I go faster once I'm in the middle. Once you've finished your yellow and all the white space is covered in that section, you take your red crayon and you do the same thing. You can see that as I'm putting the red crayon down, what color is it making on top of the yellow? What color are we mixing out of those 2 primary colors, yellow and red? What new color is being created? This new color, orange, is called a secondary color. Secondary colors are made from the primary colors. Remember, our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. Primary colors cannot be made by any other colors. They are pure colors. Secondary colors are mixtures of primary colors. Now that our pumpkin is looking nice and orange, you can go back and you can look for any spots that you may have missed with your lawnmower coloring. Set your yellow and red to the side. Now we're going to take our red and blue primary color crayons and we're going to color the next section. You need your blue crayon first. Same thing, we're doing our lawnmower coloring back and forth, but just in the next section of the pumpkin. We're being careful on the edges, making sure that we don't go into a different section of the pumpkin. If you do, it's okay. We like mistakes in art class. We can make it work still. You can see where my orange section is meeting my blue section. I did make a little mistake there. The piece is still good and still beautiful. Being careful around the corners of my section. Now I'm taking my red crayon and I'm doing more lawnmower coloring on top. In between color mixing, take your thumb or finger and wipe off the tip of your crayon so it's nice and clean and you don't get other colors mixing in that shouldn't be there. When I'm taking this red crayon and putting it on top of the blue crayon, what color are we making? It's another secondary color. It's purple. When we mix red and blue, two more of our primary colors together, we get the color purple, a secondary color. Red and blue make purple. If you push down harder with the red crayon, it's going to look more purple. You might need to go back over the space that you already colored a second time in order to get that nice dark purple color. I'm going around my edges, getting any spots that I missed, and I'm pressing down harder. If your crayon breaks by accident, that's okay. I break my crayons all the time. We can still use the broken pieces. Now that we have our purple section for our pumpkin, we are going to move on to blue and yellow. What color do you think blue and yellow are going to make? Putting the yellow down first. You might have to take your time and go slow if you're going around the stem of the pumpkin. This will help you to make sure that you don't color in the stem area yet. We're just coloring in the pumpkin sections right now. Don't forget about the lawnmower coloring. Cover all the white space. Once your section of the pumpkin is completely covered, then we're going to go in and we're going to grab our blue crayon. When we mix yellow with blue, we get the secondary color green. The primary colors yellow and blue make green. Cover all the yellow space with that blue crayon. Being careful around the stem, careful with the details. Once you've finished coloring in all three sections of your pumpkin, where you have a green section, orange section, and purple section, then you get to color your pumpkin any way you want.